Okay, everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name's Angela. This is a tarot reading channel. Alright, here we go. Start with Aries. And I did bring my relationship cards out, just in case we need to break into them. Alright, can I pull in energy for Aries, please? Any challenging energies for the next week? Anything they need a heads up on? And I'm going to try to make these readings short, you guys. But it depends on what falls out, what the universe has to say, okay? Challenging energies for Aries, please. Anything they need a heads up on. And then some cards of guidance. Here we go. Challenging energies. Anything they need a heads up on. Cards of guidance. And I only take flippers and flyers, okay? They have to flip all the way over or fly all the way out. Okay. And right off the bat, you guys, you got the Tower. Alright. 10 of Cups. Oh, okay, Aries. I can tell you right now, there are some things that are going to go down in your home life this week, okay? Home life. With your partner. You don't have to be married, but it's somebody that you live with within the home, okay? It's in your home space. And with the Tower card there, the Tower is all about rebuilding. Things having to crumble to be built back up, okay? You have the 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Wands is all about knowing thyself, going within. You're happy with who you are. I feel like that's the energy you're going into, Aries, okay? You're going into that energy. You're coming out of the Tower energy. Okay, it's flowing now. It took a minute to catch, for me to catch it. You're going into this Tower moment to come out of the other side into the 7 of Wands energy where you're happy with yourself. You spoke what you needed to speak, to whom you needed to speak it. You told... What's on the bottom of this deck? 2 of Pentacles. Uneven energy exchange. Yeah. You've told who you needed to tell, what they needed. What? Okay, how am I trying to say this? I know what I'm feeling. It's like... Okay. Doesn't have to be a partner. For some of you guys, it will be. Doesn't have to be. I'm talking to somebody that's having challenging situations with somebody in your home. Could be a partner, could be a kid, could be a cousin, could be a nephew, a niece, an aunt, an uncle, but they live in your home. Whoever I'm speaking to now, they live in your home, Aries, okay? Your home space. This place you call home, place you sleep, eat, and relax. There's somebody there that's causing an uproar and upheaval. That's why this Tower card is here, you guys. This week, you are going to tell them... Okay, I'm hearing about their self, okay? You're going to tell them about their self. Okay. This is going to be a challenge, Aries. This is somebody you care deeply about. That's why that 9 of Cups is there. I'm not even looking at the cards at this point. It's just flowing in, you guys. It's just hitting me like rockets. This is somebody that you're having issues with, and it's been going on for a minute. And for some reason, you haven't wanted to rock. I'm hearing rock the boat. You didn't want to rock the boat, okay? That's where that 8 of Swords is coming in. Some of you guys may decide to walk away. You're making plans. Knight of Wands. It's going to come in fast. This energy is going to hit you fast. They're going to say something this week, and it's going to set you off. Now, I feel like that's where this Ace of Swords is coming in. You're going to learn something new. This is new knowledge, higher knowledge. Now, I have a feeling that we're not talking about book knowledge here. We're talking about this person that you're having issues with, okay? Having issues with. And some of you guys, once this Tower moment hits, you're going to walk away. We have the 10 of Swords here. That's rounding it off. You're ending things, okay? 10 is endings. Endings and beginnings, okay? So, some of you guys will be able to make amends with this person. Some of you guys, there's going to be some people leaving your life this week, Aries. Okay, they're going to be leaving your life. And they're going to leave because their time is done, okay? High Priestess, as I'm saying this, their time is done, okay? They were in your life for a season and a reason, and now it's time for them to leave. Keep the knowledge, get rid of the lesson, okay? Keep the knowledge, get rid of the lesson. That's what I'm hearing. I say that all the time, and I'm hearing it now. Okay, what we got here? Yeah, 2 of Cups. This is another relationship card. Aries, this week is all about relationships for you guys, okay? And I hate this saying, but it's what I'm hearing. It is what I'm hearing, okay? And the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm about to talk about this. Okay. I hate the saying, speak your truth. I cannot stand it. It's overrated. It's been overused throughout the spiritual community. But that is what you're going to have to do this week. Death and Rebirth was just there as I looked. 8 of Cups. You're going to have to speak your truth. And if that means some people's feelings get hurt and they decide to walk away, or you decide to walk away, then so be it. That's the way it had to be, okay? But you're going to speak your truth this week, Aries, and a lot of people are not going to like it, okay? A lot of people are not going to like it. Can I get one more card of guidance for Aries, please? One more card to round this reading off. One more card of guidance for Aries and this problem in relationships. Oh, that Queen of Swords was sitting at the bottom of the deck before Death and Rebirth showed up. Queen of Swords, she knows exactly what she wants to say and how she wants to say it, okay? 7 of Cups. For a lot of you guys, there's going to be this confusing energy. Sorry, guys, I'm listening home. What are they going to be confused about? What are Aries going to be confused about? Hit me out. Confusing energy on whether to stay or go. And I heard that very matter-of-factly, okay? Very matter-of-factly, whether to stay or go. Like, that's it. That's what the confusing energy is going to be about. You're not going to know what you want to do. Stay or go, stay or go. But once all the dust settles, you'll know. You'll know what to do. Okay, burdens and moon. Okay, yeah. When I said once the dust settles, these people have been a burden to you. Okay, 10 of Wands is all about burdens, life being heavy. But like I said, it's the 10 of Wands. It's coming to an end. Okay, 10s are endings. And then you have the moon card there. Moons are secrets, things hidden. What did I say? You're going to learn something new. So there's going to be a secret revealed about somebody, and it's going to cause you to make up your mind. That 7 of Cups energy will be released, and you'll be staying or going. Okay? And then the Empress. All about birthing something new. Creativity. Okay? Alright, Aries. That's it. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Alright. Hello, Taurus. This is your reading for the next week. I am outside. I thought we would pull in the energy of the trees, grass, flowers, bushes, leaves, because these things have their own consciousness, and it's a very giving energy. They can release a lot of energy to help you know and see things, okay? Just go out. I'm telling you, it sounds woo-woo, I know, but go ask it questions, or just touch a tree and wait to feel the energy. It will happen, okay? So I thought we will Sun in the Split. That's the card of Self. I'm wondering if this shows back up, but we are going to do the next week, Taurus. And I always set intentions before I ever started reading, and my intentions are I want challenging information, things you need a heads up on. You know, we don't need guidance through the good stuff. Okay. My name is Angela. This is a tarot reading channel. Let's go, Taurus. Can I pull in Taurus energy, please? Taurus energy for the next week. Where in life can Taurus expect to see changes, challenging situations? They need a heads up. And can we please get some cards of guidance while we're going through this, please? Okay, we have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Okay, I'm going to tell you now, you're in the thick of it, Taurus. You're in the thick of it. Some of you guys are having some very... Now, I don't know what area of life this is in. Different Taurus, different places, different areas of life, okay? But you're having some very push and pull energy, okay? Push and pull energy. That's what I'm hearing. You're not sure what you want to do. But with the 8 of Cups here, you see that bowl right there? There's nothing that anybody can say or do that's going to make you stay. So you're going to be severing something this week, Taurus, okay? Severing. Letting something go. Something or somebody go, okay? Queen of Cups. It's all about your energy, your feelings, your intuition. I'm hearing keep control of your emotions, okay? Control your emotions this week, Taurus. What is that about? Control your emotions this week. Don't let anybody... Okay, don't let anybody rattle your cage. King of Pentacles. For some of you guys, this could be in the workspace. I have a feeling some of you guys are going to be having a face-off with maybe a boss or a boss-like figure in your life, okay? Somebody that thinks they're over you in some way, shape, or form. We have the 4 of Swords and the Hangman. The 4 of Swords for me, this melancholy energy. You're sad, but you're not depressed, right? There's something that has you very, not depressed. That's not what I'm feeling. But very, you're in deep contemplation about something, okay? Something just flew out. What is it? It is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Some of you guys have a new relationship on the horizon. New relationship coming in. What area of life, I don't know where you're going to meet this person, how you're going to meet this person, but there is a new relationship on the horizon. The Knight of Cups is always about you have your eye on somebody or somebody has their eye on you, okay? Knight of Wands, it's going to happen fast. This is fast moving energy, okay? To the point energy. And it fell as I was speaking of this Knight of Cups. So this person, when you meet them, they're going to be very blunt. Okay, very blunt. Now, they're going to be very blunt about asking you out. I don't know. Or they just have this blunt energy to them. Okay, this blunt energy. They speak their mind. I'm here to speak their mind. Okay. Anything else for Taurus? Can I get some more information on this Knight of Pentacles energy? This Knight of Pentacles energy. What? Okay, what we got here? Okay, the Fool. Some of you guys are... Okay, I said it was going to be in the career space. I was talking about somebody that thinks they're over you. Thinks they're over you. Thinks they're the boss of you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Thinks they're the boss of you. But with this Fool energy here, some of you guys are going to be leaving a career, okay? Or a job. There's going to be a change in the way you make your money. Okay? The Fool is all about new beginnings, new paths, new experiences, and that's what's going to happen. And I've looked at the bottom of this deck twice, and both times the Chariot was there. And every time I look at this Chariot, I think about the tornado. That means it's not going to be easy, Taurus. Okay, it's not going to be easy. This may cause, whenever you sever, for some of you guys it's going to be job, okay? For some of you guys it's not. But whenever you do make this sever, this cut, this release of this relationship, whatever it is in your life, it's going to cause some upheaval, okay? There's going to be some upheaval. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. That's burdens. Page of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups is about young, fast energy for me. Very emotional energy. So, with the 10 of Wands sitting there and the Page of Cups on top, watch your actions. Don't let there be any knee-jerky decisions, okay? While you're in this severing mood. Because you have a lot of burdens. There's the 10 of Wands sitting there. That's burdens. Things on your back. Now, I have a feeling that these burdens, whatever you consider burdens, Taurus, okay? These burdens are the reason that you're severing right now. They're part of the reason you're severing. Severing these burdens. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to step out the way here. I don't want to question what I'm hearing. I usually just flow with it, and something's got me knocked off. I think when I stretched my leg out, I knocked myself. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. When you make up your mind to sever whatever relationship this is in your life, there's the Chariot. We just got finished talking about the Chariot. Okay, just got finished. This is gonna cause some upheaval. Definite upheaval. Okay. Definite upheaval. Don't let it rattle you. Don't let it rattle your cage. Don't let it rattle your cage. Whenever you decide to sever whatever relationship this is. Okay. Shit talking. There's going to be somebody that is going to try to stop you, Taurus. Okay, they're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to scare you. I have a feeling that's where that 10 of Burdens card's coming in at. Fear. Okay, fear. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Wands is incoming energy. This new incoming energy. Now, a lot of people think the 8 of Wands is good. Not necessarily. I'm feeling this incoming heavy energy. Okay. 7 of Swords. That's sneaky energy. Somebody sneaky around you. 2 of Cups. This is just somebody you care about, but it could be a friend, a co-worker, a cousin. What do we have going on here? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Back to the job situation. Ace of Pentacles, as I'm saying now. Okay. Some of you guys... Okay, I think I told you this last time, Taurus, okay? The world on the bottom of the deck as I'm speaking these words. I think I told you this in the last reading, Taurus, okay? And because I'm saying it again, that means we're still sitting in this energy. Some of you guys are intertwined in this workspace, this career of yours, okay? Your energies are meshed, okay? At some point, this career, this job, these coworkers, this person, whatever it is in your job area was close to you. That is why you're having this hard time with letting go, okay? Letting go. Your energies are still intertwined. There's still a connection there, okay? You're going to have to sever that connection. You're going to have to sever. And when you decide to sever, that's when that Seven of Swords is going to show up. Sneaky energy, trying to talk you out of it, trying to scare you. Yeah, okay. All right, anything else for Taurus? Any other cards of guidance? Oh. Yeah, walking away. Ten of Swords is about endings, walking away, betrayal. And at the end of the day, King of Wands, he doesn't give a shit, okay? He doesn't give a shit about what people think, say, or feel about him, okay? He is working on him. He's got his little lantern there, and he is on the go. He could care less about that line back there. And then the Eight of Pentacles, a lot of things on your plate, okay? You feel like you got a lot of things on your plate right now, but that's going to end soon. That's coming to an end, especially with this King of Wands sitting here. That's going to come to an end. You're going to free yourself. You're going to free yourself of all this shoulda, coulda, woulda judgment you're placing on yourself, okay? Anything else for Taurus? I feel like I need to get one more card. Definitely a co-worker situation. Three of Pentacles, that's my co-worker card. That puts the nail in the coffin for me. For a lot of you guys, you're going to be walking away from your jobs. Four of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. You're going to be walking away from your jobs. Four of Pentacles, and when you do, people are going to think that, some people, not everybody, there's going to be somebody that thinks you're selfish and only thinking about yourself for doing this, and you cannot care, Taurus, okay? You cannot care. Oh, there's something else that flipped. Hold on, you guys. What flipped? Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be sitting in that Nine of Pentacles energy. She knows what she's doing, and she knows where she's going, and I'm covered in ants. Hold on. I'm going to close this reading, Taurus. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye. Alright, hello Gemini. My name's Angela. This is a tarot reading channel. And I decided to do the readings outside today. Nature has its own energy. Leaves, flowers, plants, grass, trees, all of it. They carry their own consciousness, their own energy. And so I just wanted to see how strong these readings got as we're sitting out here in nature. And I can tell you now, they're coming in strong and fast. These readings are coming through fast, alright? Okay, I see feeling here through the card. So sometimes the meaning may not be what you've seen in a book or heard another tarot reader talk about. I try not to question it. If I question it, then I've got my own way, alright? Okay, Gemini. Here we go. And I always set the intention. It's all about intentions. If you didn't watch my last video, go watch. Setting intentions, that's the most important thing. What is your intention in life, okay? And I always set intentions for these readings to give us challenging heads up for challenging situations, relationships. What do you need to know? And then cards of guidance, okay? You don't want guidance through the good stuff. We all got control of that. You want guidance through the hard, quote unquote, bad stuff, okay? All right, here we go, Gemini. Can I get some cards, please, for some challenging energies that Gemini can face in the next week? Challenging energies or heads up. Here we go. All right. Got the page. We got the Six of Wands, Page of Wands, Full Night, World. Okay. Give me just a second, you guys. That page is sticking out. That Page of Wands sticking out like a sore thumb. Okay. Alright, you guys. Some of you guys right now, Gemini, have some kids that are trying to pull a lot of attention. Now, I have a feeling I'm talking about adult children here. I don't know what's going on with your adult kids, Gemini. You guys let me know in the comments, and I won't resonate with everybody. Don't forget, okay? But for some of you guys, there's going to be some situations going on with your adult kids this week, okay? Adult kids. They're pulling a lot of your attention. Okay, the Fool's Journey. The Fool's Journey. Some of you guys may be like, look, yeah, I'll help you through this, but you're going to have to grow up. You're going to have to start out on your own, okay? Especially with the World sitting there, the World, okay? With that Page of Cups, they're going to be pulling on your heartstrings. You know, our kids know how to play us. Let's not fool ourselves here. Our kids know how to play us. Here we go. Seven of Cups and Temperance. Okay, Seven of Cups is all about a lot of decisions that need to be made. Confusing decisions in life. You're confused. A lot of pans in the fire. So, for some of you guys with this child situation, these children that are coming and going out of your life, I feel like they're moving in, they're moving out. They're moving in, they're moving out. That's what I'm here. Moving in, moving out. Okay. Temperance is laying there, so patience, okay? Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. Patience. Show patience throughout this situation. I don't know what the deal is with your kid. Every Gemini is different. Every situation could be different, but there's going to be something this week, Gemini, where your kids are, okay, I'm hearing testing your patience, okay? Two of Cups, somebody close to you, but in this situation, I feel like we are talking about your children, okay? Your children. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, too many cards. I'm not taking all those. Way too many. Okay, anything else? Can I get anything else from Gemini, please? Cards of guidance. Okay, another page. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Information. You may find something out about your child, Gemini, okay? Information. You may find something out about your child that you aren't necessarily aware of. Okay, oh, I'm not telling that. Okay, I'm not telling that. And when you do, I'm skipping right over that. Normally, I let the information just flow, but I'm holding back on this one. But when you do find out this about your child, Gemini, whoever I'm speaking with right now, it's going to cause a lot of upheaval and a lot of chaos. Okay? Whenever I see the Chariot, upheaval and chaos, upheaval and chaos. I feel like I'm talking to somebody particular right now. Okay, somebody particular. Your child comes to you with a challenging situation. Don't lose your cool. Do not lose your cool. Okay, what else? Okay. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, and these Six of Pentacles. Okay, Pentacles are about things to see, feel, and touch. So, right off the bat, I'm thinking about conversations about money. Ace of Cups. You're going to have to... Oh, and then there we go. Family card, Justice. You're going to have to... Okay, Gemini, let me go ahead and finish up your reading. I'm standing up now. Alright, so... The Justice card. Not necessarily justice toward another person. There's going to be some introspection going on. Introspection, going within. And as I'm saying that, we have the Eight of Cups just popped out. The Seven of Wands came out. And the Eight of Wands. So there's some new incoming energy. Seven of Wands is all about sitting in the power, sitting in your peace. And Eight of Cups is about walking away. You can't control the world and this situation, okay? In other words, they got themselves into this. They're going to have to get themselves out. And if this comes across, if you recognize this resonates with you, Gemini, just remember, you can't change people. You can't control people, okay? They got themselves into this situation. They're going to have to get themselves out. And you hold your peace, okay? You hold your peace. The Tower on the bottom of the deck, as I'm saying this, you hold your peace. That's crumbling to be built back up, okay? When I say hold your peace, I don't mean hold your tongue. I mean stand in your essence. Stand in your nostalgia. Moon, there's some secrets going on. You need to stand in your awareness. Stand in your peace. Hold. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. We're going back in the past, Gemini. We're going back in the past. Okay. You're going to learn some secrets this week, Gemini, and it's got to do with your kids, okay? It's going to definitely have to do with your kids. No way around that. And I think the universe is just saying it's going to seem bleak. It is going to seem bleak, Gemini, at the beginning, but just trust that this is a lesson that your kids have to go through, okay? This is a lesson that your kids are going to have to go through. And the light will come out on the other side, okay? The light will come out on the other side. You can't control everything for them. They have their own experiences, their own lessons that they have to go through in life, Gemini, okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to shut this down. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye. All right, Cancer, hello. I decided to do readings outside. I was sitting on the grass, and then I got covered in ants during the Gemini reading. So I had to move up here on the table, but we're still outside. Because trees, bushes, leaves, plants, they all have their own consciousness. I'm telling you guys, you go outside and try to communicate with a tree, it's going to happen. The important part, set intentions. If you hadn't heard about my intentions of connecting in spirit, watch the last video I put out. And so here we go. I set this up the best I could so you guys to see the cards. And we already got one that fell. So this is a reading for Cancer in the next week. Hello, my name's Angela, and this is a tarot reading channel. Alright, Cancer, let's go. And I do see, feeling, hear through the cards, and sometimes the definitions that I get are not what you normally hear in the book meaning, or what you read in the book meaning, or hear another tarot reader say, okay? Alright, and I do ask for challenging energies. That's how I set my intention, for challenging energies, things we need heads up on, okay? But that's what you want. We breeze through the good stuff. The challenging energies is what we need, or what we need help with, okay? So, can I go ahead and get some more cards for Gemini? Lord, for Cancer, please. Challenging energies for Cancer. Heads up. Anything I need to know for the next week. Alright, I can tell you now, Cancer, you got some associates, friends. This is my friends card, but also associate card. And when I say associates, I mean like, people you know, acquaintances, okay? Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Things you can see, feel, and touch. But back to the associates card. Friends and associates feel across this Nine of Cups. So this is somebody or a group of people, okay? It could be either one that you have a strong connection with. You had, and Nine of Cups for me is all about admiration, okay? You had a strong connection with them. You thought a lot of them, okay? Or you think a lot of them. Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds. So somewhere in this associate friend group, okay, you have been planting seeds. Seeds of what? I don't know, Cancer. Every Cancer is different, okay? Four of Pentacles. There's going to be something coming up in the next week, Cancer, that links right back to this friends and associate card, where they're going to think you are selfish. You are all about you, okay? And it's going to have to do with these seeds you were planting. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to make flourish? Okay, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, for me, is a young, emotional energy. Whenever I see the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, what usually pops in is knee-jerking. Take your time making decisions, okay? And then we have the Three of Swords. And these decisions are going to be Three of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay. These decisions are going to be not... hold on, you guys. Judgment, the Sun, and the Ten of Swords. Alright. Exactly where I was heading with this, really. These decisions that you're going to make this week around this associate friend card, wherever this may be in your life, could be co-workers, could be friends, could be just people that are in your life as acquaintances. But whatever decisions you're making around this right now will affect your home life with this Four of Wands sitting here. And with the card of self, Cancer, okay, which is the Sun card, that's the card of self. That is telling me that you're going to be working from the inside out. You need to change your inside so your outside can follow. Judgment, release the fear of judgment, Cancer, okay? Release the fear of judgment. So, in other words, release that fear of this Three of Swords sitting here, okay? Release it. You don't care that they're upset and angry and whatever's going on. Because the Ten of Swords is here. That's rounding it off. You're coming to an end. You're bringing something to a close. Something that is associated with this Three of Swords. That has your insides, your inside energy, your sense of self, all discombobulated and mixed up, okay? You're very confused right now. I got this confusing energy going on. Hold on, Cancer. Get some more information, please, on this confusion that I'm feeling. What is up with this confusion? Okay, what do we have? And, okay. So we have the Wheel. Straight off the bat, the Wheel tells me some of you guys are going to be able to pull this off and some of you are not, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. Some of you guys are going to let the anxiety, fear, and stress, because that's what these two cards, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, are telling me. You're in the midst of it. And you're going to let this anxiety, fear, and stress drag you back 10 steps, okay? With strength sitting here, definitely going to have strength. And I'm talking about inner strength, inner courage, okay? To pull this off, whatever this situation is. It is really putting a number on you, Cancer, okay? My God, there's the Two of Swords and the Magician, okay? So you're trying to manifest something, and don't want to use the word manifest, Cancer, but that's exactly what the Magician is about. Manifestation, changing your reality. You're trying to bring something into this 3D existence that is not here yet. You're trying to bring something into this 3D existence that is floating around in the unseen, okay? It's floating around in the unseen. And you're trying to bring it into reality. Timelines. I'm hearing something about timelines. Okay, Cancer, you are jumping. Queen of Wands just flipped out as I'm saying this. Queen of Wands, powerful, quick, fast energy. You are jumping timelines like nobody's business. Okay, jumping timelines. Jumping timelines. What is this timeline jump about? What initiated this? With that friends and associate card. Hold on, you guys. My card is sitting here. What is Judgment? Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about family and friends. This is not necessarily a romantic partner, but people you're close to in Judgment. So there was something holding you back, Cancer, from this manifestation. Okay, it's holding you back from this manifestation. Let me throw the Sun and Judgment back up here. Let me see what we're getting here. Something was holding you back from trying to make this possible. Okay, trying to make this possible. You were worried. Yeah, that's what those other cards are coming in at. You are worried and stressed. What are they going to think of me? What is going to happen? There's the Tower. Something is going to crumble. Page of Pentacles. The Emperor. Something is going to crumble to be built back up. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Things you can see, feel, and touch. So your material world is going to change soon, Cancer, okay? But it starts within, okay? It starts within. It's not going to change until you change the inside. Something flipped. Hold on. Until you change the inside, okay? A lot of interior work, inner work. That's what I'm hearing. Inner work. Being strategic, Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. You're going to have to be very strategic in how you pull this off, okay? You're going to have to wipe. You're going to have to wipe out what you're hearing from the outside world, from the 3D, from what's around you. The reality you're looking at now, you're going to have to play this little delusional game in your head, okay, that it is not here. You're not seeing, feeling, or hearing the things you do not want, okay, to make this manifestation happen. It's going to start from the inside. You've got to change the inside first. Something feel, you guys. Hold on. Okay. And stop worrying about what people think. That's my I don't give a shit card. So here we go. There's a lot of worry here. There's a lot of worry about what people think. Okay. A lot of worry about being under judgment for something you're trying to manifest, something you're trying to change, Cancer. Okay. And it's got to do with acquaintances. It's got to do with friends and acquaintances. Are they the ones that you're worried about the judgment from? Or is it judgment from home? Where's this judgment coming from? Hold on. Or is it both? Where's this fear of judgment laying? Is it laying at home or is it laying in the friends and associates category? Where's this fear of judgment coming from? I need to know. Fear of judgment is coming from somewhere. Where is it coming from? Okay, Ace of Wands and the Empress. Ace of Wands is about knowing yourself, okay? Knowing yourself. The Empress, birthing something, what I just said. And then it's laying there. This is deep transformation. Deep transformation, Cancer, okay? Deep transformation. But why? Hold on, something fell. Gotta push it down for the dog gets it. Knight of Wands. Deep transformation is something that's happening fast. This transformation is coming in quick. You had a lot of worries at some point. My headset's falling off. You had a lot of worries at some point. What are these worries? I'm trying to figure out, are you worried about home life or are you worried about, there's my melancholy card. I think I'm just getting in that you were worried about everybody and everything. Like, it's not just at home. It's not just with friends. It's not just with acquaintances. It's in all aspects of life. Six of Swords. Moving on. You're moving on from something. Something that's going to break down and you're going to build back up. Something you're trying to manifest, because you do have the Magician sitting here. But the name of the game right now, Cancer, okay, Even with all the rest of these cards laying here, the most important card that I see is the card of self. Sorry about the dogs, you guys. It's the card of self. That's where everything's going to happen for you, okay? From the inside out. There's the Ten of Cups that just fell. And the Fool. Okay. Once you get all this straight, you're looking at a whole reality shift, okay? A whole reality shift. Oh, the Moon card. There's some secrets somewhere that's not being... Somebody's holding some secrets, some lies, some untruths. Or is this you, Cancer? I don't know, but some of you guys may see some untruths bubbling to the surface this week, okay? And just remember that it all starts within you. I'm going to have to cut this off because the dogs are acting out, and I know you can't. I can't focus right now. All right, Cancer. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye. All right. Hello, Leo. My name's Angela. This is a tarot reading channel, and I thought that I would do readings outside today to try to connect with nature, because leaves, plants, trees, flowers, they all have their own consciousness. And I'm telling you, you set the intention, you walk outside, you will be able to connect. I'm telling you, you just need two things, belief and intention. So we're going to do our readings outside and see how fast I can get the energy to move through, okay? I see you feeling here through the cards, so some of the definitions may not be what you see in a book or hear another tarot reader say, okay? I give you the first thing that flashes through when the card falls. All right, and I set the intention for challenging energies, because that's what we want to know about. Heads up, challenging energies, and then cards of guidance. So the first card out, death and rebirth, okay? Can I get some more information for our Leos, please? More information for our Leos. Challenging energy or cards of guidance. Okay. All right, what do we have? We have the Six of Cups, death and rebirth, Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, and Ace of Wands. Okay, something's going to come in this week, Leo, that's going to challenge the way you see things, okay? How you thought things were. And your first initial reaction is going to be that it's something from the past. It's something from the past. But I believe I'm getting this... I'm getting this feeling of it's not from the past. Look at the energy around you today. It's something that's bringing this energy in now. It's something you do, it's something you're doing, saying, somebody you're hanging around with, Leo, that is causing this challenging energy, okay? And with the death and rebirth sitting here, there's an aspect of you, Leo, yourself, within, that's going to have to die and be born again, okay? Now, some of you guys may even call this a spiritual awakening. I don't know. We have the Nine of Cups and the Hanged Man. It's going to cause confusion. Like I said, you're going to think it's coming from something you did or something you said in the past, and it's being drudged up. Okay, it's something you did or said in the past, and somebody's going to drudge it up. So it's going to feel like it's coming from the past, but it's actually transmuting, changing energy. Seven of Pentacles, as I'm saying this, is planting seeds. It's something that's in the present, okay? It has nothing to do with the past. You're going to feel like it does, but it's not. And it's going to confuse you. Let's see, Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. And this is going to have something to do with somebody that you're close to. Does it have to be a romantic partner? No. Can it be? Yes. It could be your child, your neighbor, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your grandparents, your parents. But it's somebody that you're close to. Somebody that, okay, yeah. Nine of Cups is all about adoring for me. It's a very adoring energy. Somebody you thought a lot of, okay? Then we have the Nine of Wands. When this energy comes through, Leo, it's going to make you very attentive, okay? Very attentive to what people are saying and doing. Okay, what I'm hearing is, who's this coming from? Who's giving this information out? Ow, ow, ow. Sorry, guys. Who's giving this information out? Five of Swords. Like I said, you're going to be confused, bewildered, stressed out by this. This is something that's not going to be an easy energy to transmute, okay? But that's what's going to have to happen. Like I said, you got death and rebirth sitting there. So this is something that you're going to have to, it's going to come up, okay? Somebody's going to bring it up, and then you're going to have to release it. Some of you guys may call it trauma. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Something from the past that's going to be brought back into this present day. Okay, somebody's going to bring it up. In other words, somebody's bringing up the past, all the bullshit. You've said or done something to piss somebody off, hurt somebody's feelings, whatever the case may be, and they're going to bring it up this week, okay? And it's going to be your job to not let it put you in that Nine of Swords energy, okay? I'm hearing transmute. So you're going to have to transmute this energy. You're going to have to turn this energy around. Instead of pointing fingers. Can I get another card of guidance, please, for Leo's? Another card of guidance. For some of you guys, this will be with a romantic partner, okay? And like I said, instead of pointing fingers, you're going to have to talk your way out of it, okay? And I don't mean out of it as in lies and deceit. I mean the World and the King of Wands. You're going to have to This is some very heavy energy. I don't know what was said or what was done with some of you Leos, but where you thought something was dead and buried, you thought it was over, it happened, and now let's move on. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. Somebody wasn't so over it, okay? Whoever this has to do with. Some of you guys, it will be a romantic partner. Some of you guys, not so much. Knight of Swords and Strength, okay? It's going to be fast-moving energy. It's not going to be anything that dredges out over months or even weeks. This is going to be, it's going to be brought up, you'll talk about it, and then you move on. But you need to make sure you talk about it in a way that both the sides are, at the end of the conversation, both sides are happy with the outcome, okay? Happy with the outcome. Make sure, okay, make sure that whatever needs to be said gets said. Don't leave anything unsaid. Don't leave this conversation with whoever this is, okay? For some of you guys, it's a romantic partner. For some of you guys, no. But whoever this energy is with, wherever this energy gets dredged up at, don't leave things unsaid. That's important. Don't leave things unsaid, okay? One more card for our Leos, please. One more card for our Leos. Cards of guidance. And some of you guys, it will be in the friends area. Okay? So we have lovers and friends on deck. So that's pretty much got everybody covered, okay? People close to you, friendship-wise or relationship, like romantic partnership-wise. So when somebody throws something up in your face, say what needs to be said, clear the air, and don't leave anything unsaid. Don't leave anything. Don't leave any. Queen of Cups. Yeah, keep control of your emotions, and don't leave anything unsaid where they can bring it up later. Okay? Go ahead and get everything out and open. Alright, Leo, I'm going to cut it. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye. Alright. Hello, Virgo. My name is Angela. This is a tarot reading channel. And I thought I would read for you guys outside today. I want to pull in the energy of nature and see how clear of messages we can get, because I'm telling you, trees, flowers, leaves, bushes, they all have their own consciousness, and they have an energy that we can pull from, okay? Alright. So I do see feeling here through the cards, and sometimes the messages are not what you may hear another tarot reader use, or a definition you see in a book. I give you what comes to my head first. I try not to second guess or try to change it so that it's wrapped up in a pretty little bow. I do ask for challenging energies because that's what everybody wants to know about. And then we get cards of guidance, okay? Alright, so can I pull in Virgo energy for the next week, please? Virgo energy, and what area in life should Virgos maybe have a heads up? Any challenging energies? And then some cards of guidance, please. Cards of guidance, challenging energies, and cards of guidance for Virgo, please. Alright, we got, oh, alright, Virgo. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the Emperor is my hard-ass card. It's his way or the highway. So there could be somebody right now that you're having a little bit of an issue with. It seems like all the readings for the next week have to do with relationships. It could be somebody right now that you're having a little bit of issue with. Like an authority figure maybe, but usually that's my King of Pentacles. So what's going on here? Let me feel into this card. What is the deal with this Emperor? Okay, we got 3 of Swords sitting there. This could be a romantic partner for some of you guys, but they are very on your ass about something. Like they're very micromanagey right now. That's what I'm hearing. Micromanagey. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what I'm picking up on. So, okay, with the Ace of Cups sitting here, you're going to have to tell them what's going on. You're going to have to tell them how you feel about how they're speaking to you, how they're treating you, because I have a feeling it's not so good right now, Virgo, okay? And with the Chariot here, it's going to cause an upheaval. It's going to come in fast, and it's going to change things quickly, okay? This energy is going to move quick, move fast. Any other cards of guidance for Virgo, please? With this challenging energy. Okay. 8 of Wands, that's like incoming energy for me. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, it hasn't happened yet. We're looking into, this is maybe future energy. Look out in the next week, somebody's going to say or do something that's really going to get your dander up. Get your dander up. They're going to try to, Okay, got 2 Pentacle cards in here. 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles. They're going to try to manipulate you, Virgo. Okay, they're going to try to manipulate you. And with the Pentacle card sitting here, some of you guys could be looking at a coworker that's doing this. They think they're the boss of you, or they feel like they're the boss of you. And you're going to have to set them straight. That's coming this week. You're going to have to set them straight. You're going to have to use your voice and really tell them, really tell them how you're feeling about what they're saying or doing, how they're treating you, how they're talking to you. Maybe somebody uses some harsh tones with you that you don't appreciate. Something like that, Virgo, okay? 9 of Pentacles sitting here. With the 9 of Pentacles sitting here, though, I feel like there's no reason for the way they're acting. You're on your P's and Q's. This is something to do with them. This is an issue with them, okay? It's nothing to do with you, really. While it's manifesting as an issue with you, it's really not. This is something that's going on inside of them, okay, Virgo? So just remember that. It's really nothing to do with you. And then we have the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Cups that's came out. Try to manage your emotions, okay? Queen of Cups is in control of her emotions at all times. 5 of Cups. It's going to really... Yeah, with 5 of Cups sitting here, whenever this happens, because it's going to happen this week, whenever this happens, it's going to have you... Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Going back in the past, 6 of Cups, going back in the past. It's going to have you irritated and thinking about other times that this has happened, okay? Other times this has happened. Okay, moon, bottom of the deck. Was it with this person? I don't know. But you're going to be thinking about other times people have crossed you. 9 of Cups could be somebody that at one time you thought a lot about, and you still do. I think you still do. But there's something going on in their life right now that's causing them to treat you a certain way. So heads up on your relationships this week, Virgo, okay? And how people are treating and talking to you. And then you just speak your mind. Don't let them get away with it. Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Don't let them... Don't let them bring you down to their level, okay? You know, there's ways to talk to people. Diplomacy. Thank you. Couldn't figure that word out. Diplomacy. There you go. 7 of Wands just flew out. I was talking about diplomacy. And the card of self. So you're going to have to really pay attention to your own power. Don't let them shake you down. Don't let them bring you down to their level, okay? You sit in your... You know your worth, okay? You know your worth. I don't know how bad this could actually get. Okay, pretty bad. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, she feels like she's locked in this cage. So this may happen this week and you feel like there's no way out, but there is. All you have to do is tell them you didn't like whatever they said or did, okay? Whatever they said or did, it's going to put you in this headspace. There you go. That's the headspace, 9 of Swords. Got a lot on your plate, 7 of Swords, sneaky energy. And 10 of Swords is coming to an end. Like I said, you're going to feel... I'm pretty much talking about hurt feelings right now, Virgo, okay? Hurt feelings. Somebody, could be more than one person, is going to hurt your feelings this week. And you got to realize it's nothing to do with you, okay? It's nothing to do with you. When it happens, just remember those words. You're going to say, oh shit, that's what that girl was talking about. Yeah, it's nothing to do with you. Okay, Virgo? Alright. You guys have a great, wonderful day. Bye.